Welcome back to the Magical Man Cave. In today's video I'm going to be showing you around the Magical Man Cave once again, showing you some of the updates on some of the things that I've been doing recently, so that hopefully you can get a bit of a feel on what's going on, how long it's probably going to take, because I think it's been improving. Let's start off, I guess, with the lights up here. These are the fairy lights, and it's not just as it was previously. There is a small change, because if I turn this around here, this is behind the bar area, so this is the archway that I've done. It's pretty much clad exactly as I want it now, except for this is the double black socket. Obviously the white one is a bit more obvious, so I'm going to try to make both of them black. There is a spare black one over on that wall over there, so sort of where my finger is. This archway isn't entirely complete because I still need to clad it, but what I have done is to put some plasterboard up there, and I've rewired the fairy lights through the archway so that then that can come down this side all the way through the other side of this archway, which is almost complete. Not quite, I need to clad all that and stuff. But then it goes through the bar and down into a socket underneath the bar. In terms of the fairy lights, they're pretty much done. Over here with the lights on walls, I've also added a few more extra stones. I'm going to be carving some more, and I'm going to be backfilling all of that, and then once that's done I can paint it and make it look exactly like stone, so that'll be really good. Coming on over into the living room now, or the living area, the dining area I suppose, the lounge. So coming on over now into the lounge area, so this is the other side of the bar. Over here I have created a new shelf. Now at the moment that's all the packing stuff for orders that I'm hoping are going to come in fairly soon for my cards and my books, and if you want to see any more about that sort of stuff, I've put a link up here so that you can have a look and check out all of the cocktail cards and cocktail books and all of the things that I've made. Over in the corner over here, although I've tried to put up the fairy lights, they're not quite ready yet because there is still a hole in the ceiling, but I have started cladding it with the sort of fake wood that I've been carving. So over here, there we are, we do have some fake wood. I've also put up the lantern up there so that you can hopefully see kind of where I'm going with all of this. It should look really good in the end, I hope. So the lantern's up. I've also written the word hatch up there. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully it's not too mirrored or anything. The reason being is that I'm going to be putting a hatch in the roof, and I wanted to work out where I was going to put it. So that's all up there. The strobe lights are kind of staying roughly where they are for now. I'm going to take those down while I clad the whole ceiling with fake wood. In terms of fake wood, down here you'll see a whole load of dust where I've been carving. I know that this man cave is incredibly messy at the moment, but it kind of needs to be, and that's not just an excuse. I'm not going to constantly permanently keep it really messy, but I am kind of in the middle of doing all the fun stuff. So for example, I've got absolutely tons of these planks of wood. They're currently grey, obviously. They're going to be fireproofed and they're going to be painted brown and then highlighted with like a yellow ochre, I think it's called. So yeah, I've got brown paint, which I think is called burnt sienna. Ta-da! I get mine from Hobbycraft, by the way. You don't have to, but I find that they're fairly reasonably priced. And then I've got this yellow ochre, which I use to highlight everything. Sometimes when I'm highlighting and painting, I do it with wet paint. I don't necessarily think that's the best way of doing it, but I find that it blends and makes it look a bit more natural if it is slightly damp and slightly mixed as it goes ahead and does that. I've also put in some mandrakes. So I've got some mandrakes over here that I've also sculpted, and they're not quite ready because I haven't painted in the eyes. I am going to do that fairly soon because I've got some black paint and I've got a fine paintbrush. I might even do that tonight. But up here, if I just turn my camera around again, up above the archway, you'll see kind of messy, but there are LED lights up there. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to block them off slightly as well, so that when I turn them on, it will light up in kind of a spooky way, I'm hoping, and light up the mandrakes. I can also change the colour of those, so I can change it green. That will then be sort of my herbology display, and that's going to be above the bar so you can see it from the lounge area. And hopefully that all makes sense to you. It's really been an awful lot of work this week trying to get all the cladding done and all of the carving, the painting and all that sort of stuff while working full time, but I really do appreciate all of the support that you guys have been giving me. So if you want to see some more of this sort of stuff, click that subscribe button, like button, all of that sort of jazz. I'll see you next time with some more magical awesomeness. But until next time, as always,
Magical.